If I got $1 million right now, I'll make sure all my team eats. Everybody living lavish, we don't gotta run the streets. My brother stepping in the wall when we really need peace. So brother, put that piece down.
Dang, Trail, you know the whole Chicagoland tea. What's going on? Somebody got their ear to the street.
Got his ear to the street. He a roommate. He a roommate.
I don't even indulge in that.
Damn. All right, so we here. This is the Kickback Show.
Yes.
Today we got the great Mr. Reesie Woods. Round of applause for sure. Reesie Woods. He did his thing at the Kickback yesterday. Mm-hmm. And now we here to kind of recap it. But first and foremost, introduce yourself.
I'm Trill.
I'm Ill Will the Barber. And yeah, Reesie Woods. So, how was your time yesterday? First and foremost. How you today?
Well, I'm good today. Today, I'm definitely feeling really good. I feel very relieved, but also just proud of myself. Because performing and putting yourself out there is definitely not an easy thing. So, but I'm definitely proud of myself. And thank y'all for having me again.
Yeah, no problem, man.
No problem.
Great work. We try to get you recognized.
Yes.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
What inspired you to become an artist?
Ooh, we about to fall down the rabbit hole. What inspired me to become an artist? I would say, okay, it's a story. I feel like that I was always called to do something and be something different. Mm-hmm. I knew that I was passionate about something in entertainment, meaning that I felt as though I always had something to say or something to show. Mm-hmm. So I knew that I always wanted to do some entertainment. Now, how I knew I wanted to become an artist is when I was actually in high school. So it was a little later, and I actually started getting piano lessons when I was 13. So I started playing piano first, and my mom, she'll say it. She'll definitely say, like, I always sang, but it's never something I really wanted to do. I didn't actually want to be on the forefront. I'm like, I'm passionate about piano, so I could be an instrumentalist. And then I was actually very interested in being a recording engineer and all of that too. So I was studying that. But it wasn't until I was in college where I actually started singing for real. Mm-hmm. So that was 2016. And I really liked it. I loved it. I came out, for the real people who know, who've been following me since day one, I came out with like an EP. It was called Midnight. Mm-hmm. It was called Midnight. It was about maybe 5 songs on there. And one of the songs I just randomly came out with, put it out on SoundCloud, YouTube, everything is called Can't Hardly Breathe. And I even had a music video to
Can't Hardly Breathe?
Yep. Can't Hardly Breathe. And I put that
That's
out.
like your first single.
Like, yeah, my first
ever.
Official. Yep.
That's
now,
dope.
Midnight is no longer up, but when I put that out.
There's no longer
Wait.
There's no longer streamable.
Why did you snatch Midnight off the airwaves?
It's actually still on SoundCloud.
Okay.
But I'm actually reworking it. There is
Gotcha.
some things, as we do something that we are passionate about, we're always evolving and always growing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was still accurate as far as like the stories and the message.
Gotcha.
But listening to it back, I just knew some things could have been better.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna come out with it, re-release it back on major platforms, but I definitely want to feel as though, artist integrity, feel as though that I did it some justice, because those were kind of like beginning grounds for me. Mm. Yeah.
Do you have like a musical background with like family? Anybody?
No, not that I actually, no. I take that back, because I didn't find this out until I was grown. When I say grown, I mean within the last maybe 3 years. Mm-hmm. I never really seen, as far as on my father's side, I never seen anybody, you know what I'm saying, that was like musically inclined. So on my mom's side, not really, but my mom only knew her mother's side for real. So she did not meet her father until she was older. So that's how we found out we had another granddad and stuff like that. And this is when I was 13. So so we began. My mom been a lot more intentional about getting to know like her dad's side of the family recently. So I found out that a great grandfather of mine was actually had a church choir out in Chicago because they're from Chicago. Church choir out in Chicago. And you remember how back in the day around Motown when Aretha Franklin was in Detroit, stuff like that, moving around. So apparently they used to sing. They used to sing background for Aretha sometimes whenever she would come into town and stuff like that as well.
Super dope.
So I found that out recently, that my grandfather, he sang, and also he was doing stuff within the church as well. So
Oh, that's fire.
yeah.
Is he still alive?
No, he's not. No,
Okay.
but my
Sorry to hear
grandfather, yeah, his son is. Yeah, but I think they would have been in like their 90s today or something like that. But yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wonder, like, my goal is to be that old,
Yeah.
only because the stories.
Yeah.
Like, older people have so many stories
They
that
do.
they can share. You can learn so much from them. So that's why I asked,
Yeah.
did you get a chance to
Yeah.
talk to him?
Yeah.
But he's connected to you
Yeah.
still somehow.
Yeah. Now I'm still trying to find out stuff my own. So it might be people who are musically inclined, maybe back later in the bloodline that I don't know about, as far as the family that I do know and was raised around. So yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Gary, Indiana.
What high school?
Gary, Indiana. We moved to Maryville, and then I graduated from Maryville High School.
Okay.
With Trail.
Okay.
Me and Trail,
Oh,
same
y'all came out the
graduating
same
class.
year.
Same year.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
wasn't bringing them to the shop with you.
No, we really didn't hang out. After like we was cool like our freshman year, but we really
Yeah.
wasn't like cool. Like we
Right.
talked about this too, cause
Yeah.
we really got cool when he came to Atlanta, and he just hit me up. He was like, "Hey, like I see you out there in Atlanta. Can I ask you some questions? Like where should I live and stuff?" And then we found out we both. I just before I even dropped my project, he was like, I was like, "Hey, I seen you do music." I was like, "I listened to your track. It was nice." And he was like, "Cool." I was like, "I was just started." He was like, "No way." And then so he ended up moving. He came through the crib, and he said like, I think he was trying to record Joe tracks with me. That's what it was. He was trying to record his album.
I was
with
in the
me.
middle of making my album.
Yeah, so he came over, and then that's when I think I showed you my music, and then we just kind of really like linked up after that. And we was like, "Yeah, bro, we like the same shit." And then we all just like vibing out with music.
is that when y'all made that video, that song together? The
Nah,
intro?
that was well after.
That was well
Okay.
That's like that's a year after or a year
That
and a
was
half.
around this time last year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
What's up?
So yeah,
That's cool. So y'all
Yeah.
friendship kind of happened real, like super organic.
Yeah.
yeah, it was strictly like
Knew each other from high school.
Yeah, we
together.
just
But like we had
acquainted.
mutual friends.
We just never hung out like
Yeah.
like we have the same friends, but we
Yeah.
never hung out like together.
divine
So I would just see
timing.
I would
Yeah.
just see him around like, oh, you at this spot, I'm at
Yeah.
this spot.
Yeah.
Cool, what's good? You know, move on.
Yeah.
But then like, okay, now we actually got real cool, and then it's just a relationship ever since.
Yep.
That's what's up.
So how were you doing your music before you got to Atlanta? Was it like a main focus? Or
Yes, it was. The opportunity to move to Atlanta had came up, and I was still very passionate about finishing that project, but also like the album would be finished, but then I would add more songs to the album. So,
Right.
which kind of prolonged it. But
It was your baby. You were like
yes.
curating it. Yeah.
yes,
You took it.
I
That way, too.
was writing it with, not writing, but doing most of my recording with Skylar, who's my producer and engineer.
Gotcha.
So I was doing that, traveling back and forth from Fort Wayne, which that was the city I went to college.
IPFW.
Yes, yep,
Okay.
PFW, yep. So that's how I was doing most of my recording, because all of my people that I was working with, they were still in Fort Wayne.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we were maybe like, I was still working on these two songs, which I did not release. I was ready to release it and put it on the album, but I just thought like I'm not gonna record this. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna record this. I think I'm feeling like this is gonna be for another project.
Something else.
Yeah. And then good thing I kept adding songs to record because I was able to, at least have somewhat of a fun length project. But that's kind of what prolonged it. But also, hey, I'm gonna just be honest with you too. Like, it costs. If you're an independent artist, you're coming out.
Studio time ain't free.
Yeah, studio time isn't free, but also paying for beats, paying people to do these different things.
Mixing, mastering, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Engineer.
Do you consider yourself a perfectionist when it comes to your music?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you scrapping shit and taking it off the album, putting it back on the album, redoing it, all that good stuff.
Yes, I am.
He a perfectionist to the T.
What's your
I'm definitely
sign?
working on it. Aquarius.
Aquarius. That's
January.
water, right?
Huh?
Is that a water sign?
Air.
Air. Okay.
I had no idea.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I asked because when I hear perfectionist, I immediately think about Virgos because you hear a lot about them like being that. So that's why I asked.
Okay.
What's the Virgo? What month is that?
September?
It can be
okay.
the end of August
So-
to the
and then
middle of September. So the 21st through the 21st. That's how it's
Gut separate. All right, say less.
Yeah.
So your first performance at the Kickback was at the Gary tour.
Yes. Yep. That was the first time I performed in a long time.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Honestly, just life.
Lifing.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Getting back on the stage.
Yeah.
Honestly, it felt great. It felt great. It was a very smooth transition too. Very smooth transition, and then it was me actually coming up on a time where I was feeling like that I was able to really just push myself. Because if there was such thing as an artist, but you don't have to perform, that would be me.
Right. You rather just put your music out and keep
Put
it
my
moving.
music out, maybe do some virtual performances.
Yeah.
But like going out and actually performing, I would be that artist. But I knew that getting used to something like that, that's something that you definitely have to exercise. And I know that it comes with being an artist.
All right, so fuck it, we forgot what we were talking about.
We had a break.
We had a little break. We had a little break.
Take a mental note.
We had a break.
So we're just gonna move on.
We had a little reset. Trail had to get lit. We got DB in the building. So, what do you have to ask Reesie about the performances, Trail? I know y'all got like
So
inner work in.
yeah, first off, I mean, for me, I realized that when you were singing, one of the speakers was not plugged in. And it took me a minute to realize that because I'm over here playing with the mic gain. I'm like, bro, he don't sound as loud as he did when you rehearsed.
And me and you had talked. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
I was like, is he singing? I was like,
his
is you being? I'm thinking you being nervous.
nervous, yeah.
I was like, he just singing low because he nervous. He's singing low because he nervous. And then I was like, I looked down at one point, and I said, oh shit. And I'm over here turning the gain up on the speaker too. Mind you, ain't nothing happening. I was like, I don't know why it's not getting louder.
Yeah.
So how did you think you sounded outside of that mishap? Like,
Did you notice it?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was.
yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was just like, adjusting to performing. Like, maybe this is just how it sounds.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad I had my earplug. So I can hear myself. But I actually took it out because I couldn't hear myself. But I was definitely nervous, but I didn't think that it was coming across within my voice that I was nervous. So I'm not...
Cool.
I'm not sure if I noticed it, but I just thought it was just the weirdness of
The
performing.
show must go on. That's the veteran in
Keep
you.
going.
Yeah,
We appreciate that.
yeah, for sure.
So my joint is Blackberry, yo.
yeah.
That's
I
my
love that
that's my
song.
joint.
And Midnight is mine too. I like Midnight too.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
two.
Blackberry my joint, yo.
Blackberry is one of my favorite songs
Where
personally.
did you make it?
I made this. This was the only song that I made when I was living in Atlanta, besides the one I have with Trail. But I made this song in Atlanta, and it was about It was about a girl who I was kind of talking to, maybe. I don't know.
The situationship.
But it was about that, but it was just more so like, you know what I'm saying, upon meeting her, how did I feel after that? And I think that it was a really really beautiful depiction to kind of put in a song because I never actually written from a place like that before. So, you know, being like excited to get to know someone and stuff like that, and to write about it so soon, that is definitely different. That's um the most I
Personal.
guess yeah, vulnerable that I've been in regarding making a song because all of my other songs were about stuff that I was already over.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
So you do write from a first person perspective. It's just past
yeah,
all the time.
yep,
Not really the current.
yes, yes. So when I wrote Blackberry, this is when I wrote Blackberry. This is actually the music that I had really been trying to do. I think that this is just one of those songs that I just absolutely love as much as I would love like one of my favorite artists. So this song, coming from that place, and also I worked with a friend of mine from Philippines who I wrote the new song that I performed last night with. It kind of really helped me put it into perspective because as much as I as much as I like to appear that I have everything together, sometimes when you're going through stuff, you know what I'm saying, you're kind of like blinded. You know what I'm saying? You're like open to, you know what I'm saying, like exploring, finding out things about the person. You know what I'm saying? So Blackberry is just definitely one of those songs for me. I really love that
It's a
song.
vibe.
It's very
Yeah.
poetic.
For sure.
Yes, I was definitely tapping into more of like a progressive neo soul with Blackberry. So a lot of artists that I've been listening to at that time were kind of inspired. That is like Music Soul Child, Maxwell.
So you was in your 90s bag.
yeah.
Your early 2000 bag.
Yep.
Got it.
Maxwell, all of that. So, yeah, and I put on the cover. It's so crazy. I like to tell this story. So the idea for the cover, I had told Trail that I was actually going to. I was like, "Do you want to take the pictures for this?" And then I was going to get a backdrop. I went to Hybrid Lobby. I went and you know the when you could pull out the fabrics.
Yeah.
I went and I pulled out a fabric. Like I already know I want the background to be brown, so I went to pull out a fabric. It was like this leather type of fabric. It was what, fake leather or something?
Faux leather.
Yeah, faux leather, and it was brown. Pulled that out, and then I was like, I need something else. So I didn't know essentially what I was gonna do or what I was gonna be doing in the photo. I just know I didn't want it to be just me looking at the
Standing there,
camera,
yeah.
and then I just put words
Oh,
in
that's
my
the
head.
one when you got the
Yes.
yeah.
So I went around Hobby Lobby and I was like, okay. And then I ended up where the jars were. I was like, a mason jar, maybe kind of like an organic, you know what I'm saying? Like I like grapes or something, you know what I'm saying? And I was going to put some fake leaves up in there.
Just sprinkle those in with the grapes.
Sprinkle a little salt made of grapes. Put the little
Throw some
sprinkles
chives in there.
yeah.
For really, no, for real. And then, but then I was like, oh wait, next to the jars were these glass light bulbs. It was these glass light bulbs, and I like accent gold. So and then the part where you unscrew it, the spout or whatever, it was gold. So I'm like, I really like this. Said I have to do something with this. It was like maybe like what, like $25 or something like that. So I went and I got that, and I was like, what I was gonna do was I was just gonna hang the light bulb above my head like this,
Like I got
Yeah.
an idea.
like, and I
Right
got an idea,
idea.
but she's on my mind type of thing.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait, the song is called Blackberry. What if I could stuff these blackberries in this light bulb?
Yeah.
And it worked.
He
And
did
it
it.
worked.
And it worked. I went to the nearest Kroger before I went to Trail House.
This was all like spontaneous. That's what's
That's
up.
crazy as hell.
Before I went to Trail's house.
That's how the mind work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put them in the refrigerator while we was, trying to get the backdrop together, stuff like that. I went upstairs, in your townhome
Yeah.
and was just stuffing them in the jar one
By one, you know, that was funny though. I was like, that. Hey, I'm like, hey, bro, I don't know how this is gonna really work. Nigga
Yo,
said,
crazy that you telling the story
Yes.
because when I was listening to the song today, that was my first time actually zooming in on the album art.
Yeah.
I said, this shit look like it's real, but this gotta be
Real Blackberries.
digitally created. Like he had to Photoshop this shit. So I wanted to ask you, and it's crazy that was real blackberries.
Yeah, those were real blackberries.
That's wild as hell.
and he ate the
That's
rest.
I made sure I
He ate the rest.
did.
Dana,
Ate the
before
rest.
the pictures was even taken.
We was all eating.
Blackberries was banged. They was banged out. That's funny.
Blackberries are good.
But yeah, that was a fun cover art too, and I think that again, it was just showing a sense of evolving, but also I just wanted to show people that hey, I'm an artist, but also I'm very creative and very hands-on with my process.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that push really come to shove, if I didn't, sometimes I'll have people take my pictures, but sometimes I honestly really don't, but I really just like to have a certain quality in regarding reflecting my ideas
Your
and different things
image,
like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff I really do on my phone, but I get photographers to do that and to help me out, like friends like Trail and my homeboy Thomas. They help me out with that. But I think that I'm very self-efficient in that way too, where I wouldn't necessarily need it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm very hands-on, and I'm definitely an artist that comes with the vision. You know what I'm saying? If I'm getting these people to help me, like I could tell them exactly what I'm looking for, and probably maybe how can we do it or whatever. But hey, if I don't know something, I don't.
Hey, creators create.
Yeah.
Creators create.
Yeah.
What's your top 3 songs for yourself? Your
For
songs
myself, like literally, or the ones that I just like.
that you if
Your
you
babies.
can list
What's your top 3 babies?
top 3
Okay.
babies.
Outside of like streams, no numbers.
Okay,
and like
okay.
that, yeah.
My top 3 babies is Blackberry, of course. It was a song that I did called "Where Is the Love."
Is it out?
Yeah, it's out. It's actually
It's on his album.
Ego Off Solo.
Okay.
That song is called "Where's the Love," and I wrote that song with my grandma.
Share that story.
Oh yeah, we was that was
Excuse
my
me.
phone. But my grandma, she's musically inclined. Like I think she has that ear, and I think that she said she was writing songs too. So that's one thing I forgot to mention. My mom's mom, but and she's actually on the project too. It's an intro before "Where's the Love" called Miss Mary. But the song "Where's the Love" that's a really great song, and I really enjoy making that song as well. I love writing songs based off conversations. So that song was based on a conversation, and some of the words that we used in the conversation were lyrics that I actually put in the song as well.
No.
Because my grandma, she said, well, and it just don't make sense to me. Where's the love? Where's the love? And that's literally the chorus. That's the hook.
That's so
Yeah.
dope.
That's fire.
That's dope.
Yeah. So that song, and then also, dang.
Three.
Is that tough?
That third baby.
I damn give it to you. It do be tough to pick.
I would say, dang.
Is that tough?
Midnight 2. Yeah, Midnight 2.
I really like Midnight.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was 2, but I like that song.
Yeah.
So you got to redo one.
Cause it's like a different version.
A different version. So I mentioned earlier that my first EP was called Midnight. It was a song on there called Midnight 2. Called Midnight. Not Midnight 2, but it was just Midnight.
As well.
yeah,
Gotcha.
as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was at Midnight, and that had that song actually wasn't written by me. It was written by a guy I went to college, a great guitar player, Andrew. So, and all of the instruments in that song were real instruments. So,
In Midnight 2?
in the first
The
Midnight,
first one. Okay.
yeah. And then at the time that EP was still out when I made Midnight 2. But again, Midnight 2 is just one of those songs that just really came to me. Like I was sitting there, I was like, I feel like writing a song. And I have something, but I don't know what it is, but I just have something.
When you write, do you have to like get in a certain vibe, a certain mood,
Yes,
certain atmosphere? You go to Starbucks, the living room, like what
Yeah.
you do?
Yep. It's honestly really hard for me to just say, I'm going to just write a song.
Yeah,
No, I have to really like feel very compelled to do it.
gotcha.
So in that moment, I was like, I actually have something. Let me write it. I was off. Every time I listen to music, I listen to, I don't know why, but I just have a little era of like maybe 3 weeks. I've been on Ja Rule and Ashanti for like the
Oh,
last
No, that's a classic duo. That's a classic
I've been on that for
duo.
like the last 3
10
weeks.
to 10.
They
Yeah.
was really coming
They
with it.
didn't
Memorize,
miss.
always on time.
They didn't
And
miss.
then it was another song he did with Jennifer Lopez, but that was written for
Yeah,
Ashanti.
it was written for Ashanti. Yeah,
Because Jennifer Lopez, it sounds exactly like Ashanti.
yeah.
But that was like I do that. So I was kind of coming off an Omarion kick.
Icebox. You was going crazy. Was you
But-
ticking and shit with the got icebox on my heart? You still
Hey, that's
I
wild.
was coming off an Omarion kick. And Omarion had a lot of like, was he like dancing in the rain and a lot of his
Yeah,
music
he was
videos
running
too?
down the street
All
dancing.
over.
He made it.
Yeah, fucking them
So-
shoes up.
For some reason, I was getting that vibe from Midnight, and I was like, I want to make like something that's like a, I don't know, like
Upbeat.
upbeat,
Yeah.
but also like kind of like a tribute to like that time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it really could have been out around that time. But Midnight 2 was definitely one of those songs. And I hit my homeboy up who's on the song called Zen Master Tone. And he, I was like, bro, I think I want you to come in on the beginning of this and maybe set this up like how Cole and Miguel did, what is that? Come Through and Chill.
Mm-hmm.
When I think J. Cole started at the beginning
Yeah.
of the song. So I was like, I think y'all want you to come in on that type, like on some of that.
Yeah.
He said, okay. He sent it back, boom. And then I recorded the song the next week. And then it was out the next month.
How long do it usually take you to record a song? Right from your writing process to record.
It's a lot faster now, but it used to be crazy. Because of that
the
perfectionist.
perfectionist, yeah.
Trail no.
Oh, he got you in the studio
He-
long hours.
Look,
I'm sitting at the computer. He's like this.
Nothing's coming
Hey,
out.
one day he just quit. He's like this. Yeah, I'm done today. It's not. It's
ain't
not right.
happening.
Done
It's
today.
not right. And he had to do like 80 takes. He's like, yeah, nah, it's just not. It's something about today.
Yeah.
I just got to go home and rethink this.
That's what
Perfectionist.
But also, if it's just not feeling right, it just ain't there sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I try to beat things to death, but I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, we ain't in the spirit.
I love
But,
that. I think
yeah.
that's like, I think that's what make greatness. Just
Yeah.
not rushing the process.
Yeah.
Just to
Taking
put it
your
out.
time. Yeah.
You know, we in a time now like everything is like microwave. Like
Mhm.
get it in and out as fast as you can, just as much as you can.
Yeah.
The quality ain't really there, it's just more quantity.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, because there is, starting out, a lot of people is just like, hey, you know, the Russ approach. Like,
Yeah.
drop a single every month. Da 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 da. You know, if you
He
really
said
want to
every
do
week.
this,
Yeah, he was
Or
going
every week.
Yeah.
That's
if you
wild.
That's
really
that
want to do this, you
algorithm
really
shit.
gotta be. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that ain't nobody got to tell me that I'm not passionate about music. Okay, I'm willing to do what it takes, but I know how I am and how I operate. I just never really operated like that. I always came with a vision. Again, I always have ideas, but sometimes they're like the length of a full project. You
Yeah.
know, but I realized recently that there's ways that I could do it, but it just would take so long. But I feel like it's a lot faster now because I'm kind of figuring out that system that works for me, but ultimately just leading with what feels right. So, yeah,
So with the way you do a song, it takes a little bit of time now.
it does. Yeah, not as long as it used to.
Yeah.
But
With the way your stage presence,
Yeah.
how do you prepare yourself for
Performance.
performing in front of people?
Yes.
How do you pick your outfit?
Yeah.
That's what I
That
want to know.
matters.
Because I want to know what made you put the bandana on around your neck. That shit was fly. I would have never thought to do it, but that shit was fly. I said, damn, I got an orange bandana. I got an orange bandana. I'm wearing it. I'm going to do it.
I've noticed that you
happening.
like accent orange too, like some like
Yeah,
orange.
yeah. It's going to happen.
Shoot,
How did you come up
how
with
do I?
that?
How you pick the fit?
So
Pinterest.
honestly,
Say Pinterest.
Pinterest, you definitely got to pull out inspiration from. I know, like,
What's
I'll do Pinterest, but sometimes I'll be like, nah, I'm not feeling this. And then I'll do something maybe like, okay, maybe the pants, I could do that, but everything else, I'm going to just work around it. So usually I always start with like a piece that I'm really intentional with rocking, and then I'll just build around it. Like, what was they wearing with this? Or what can I get away with? What can I not get away with?
What
So
can you get away
push
with?
the envelope a little bit. You
Yeah.
push the envelope a little bit.
Yeah. So, dang, that's how I get ready. How I approach making my music is how I approach
Getting dressed.
That's your
I mean, you got a fly style.
Thank you.
You have a very, very unique style.
Thank
I got a
you.
question.
Yeah.
So, because I do the same thing, but my problem is sometimes I be doing that and I don't have no shoes to match the outfit. So I want to know.
She gets a whole outfit out. She will pick an entire fit
He be so mad.
and don't know what shoes to. I'm like, yo,
Wait.
you took an hour to pick the clothes out. Now we don't even know what shoes you
Because I
picking
do
on.
it that way. So I want
Yeah.
to see, like,
Even if
do
you
you start with shoes or do you, like,
I definitely
has that happened to you?
I start with like with that piece that I know what I want to rock.
Particular piece.
But I do have to think like, okay, what pants do I have? What shoes do I have? And sometimes you don't wear a pair of pants because it don't look right over the shoes.
Right, for sure. So you process it all together. She processes
Yeah,
it
it's definitely
individually.
like-
me. That's how I hit in my head too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just leave the shoes part out. Because,
You don't know
if
what
I
care
could
about.
just,
trying
like,
them on
not
without
wear
the shoes, so you're
I
like-
would be good.
Yeah.
But,
She'd rather be barefoot.
yeah,
Everywhere.
Nothing wrong with that.
but I can't do that.
You
I
got a
just wanna
ground.
see.
You
No
got a
shoes, no
ground, but
service.
still.
Yeah. I got another question. What has been your greatest lesson learned as an artist working with other people?
Yes. Working with other people is definitely a fresh perspective. And honestly, you can't be so vain and to sit up there and say, hey, like every idea I come up with is great. I'm always open to critique, perspective, and I really fuck with some people's perspectives as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not afraid to say that someone is going to think better than me. Some things are very very subjective. However, it's definitely up to you if you really mess with it or not. You know what I'm saying? And you have to definitely be okay with everything not being someone's cup of tea. So I really like reaching out and working with different artists and I'm saying artists like songwriters and actual artists that I feature with. I really appreciate and value their perspective. Again, so with working with DB, we actually did a whole project together and released that, and now we took that down and re-releasing things back out, and again along the same lines of how I feel about Midnight is how we both feel about the project that we had done, but we released Floatin', and Floatin' is
I like
actually
Floatin'.
from that era.
I like floating.
Yeah.
I like that one.
So again, working with DB, it pushed me out of because I was R&B as hell.
Floating is considered alternative, right?
It was it's like an indie rock alternative. So I was so R&B, but I think with working with DB, I was able to explore all of the other things that I knew I liked in regarding music genres, and I was just exploring it and like, okay, this is how I sound on an indie pop beat, or
Right.
this is how I sound on a pop beat, like Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Do you find it easier to navigate between different genres? Is it easy for you to do it, or does it face a challenge?
With some it's a little bit more difficult. Like hip hop, for me, I feel like that on hip hop tracks I sound so proper.
Why?
So I feel like
What you mean by
I
proper?
have to when I say proper, I mean like in relation to R&B. I feel like that because I was classically trained. So even with R&B, I have to make sure that I don't over pronounce everything or feel like I have to get
Gotcha.
every
Got you.
every syllable in, you know what I'm
Of a
saying, for
word.
of a word and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up here on a hip hop beat like I'm singing classical music.
Sound like Giveon or somebody. With
But
the-
but as if like I'm trying to rap. You know what I'm saying?
got you.
In regarding exercising rapping, but it's definitely something that I exercise, and I definitely want to be able to grow in. But hip hop is definitely a lot
It's the
more
biggest
difficult
challenge.
for me to kind of get in that mode.
Gotcha.
I really have to like literally doing push-ups every night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Lyrical
how it is.
exercise.
So if I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on a song where I'm gonna have to, if I have an idea and I really want it to translate, I gotta really exercise it because, again, I just feel compelled to do certain things, and it isn't very often that I'm open to just. I'm not saying that I am like I'm barred up or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying. Just trying to tap into the hip hop influence. So yeah.
And would you say like it's more so like when you think of that, it's like more so the writing and technicality of like hip hop?
Yes.
Because I think a lot of R&B they don't
It's a
typically
lot more
have.
words.
Yeah.
It's a lot more words, but like that's it's an artist, for example. I like Jordan Ward,
Yeah.
and if you really listen to his stuff, like he's singing, but the
Yeah.
nigga can rap.
Yeah.
But his songs is like raps, but songs like
Melodic
singing,
melodic
like,
rap.
but like further than like Drake took it. Like basically, like he's literally singing like R&B or alternative music, but got bars.
Yeah.
Like
And be having
Zoomies.
choreography.
White Crocs.
White Crocs is cool.
I
but
fuck with
I
White
fuck with the whole
Crocs.
tape. I think the tape
No,
was
the
amazing.
whole- yeah, the whole
like,
tape was hard.
I listened to you. We was out in Atlanta. I played it in the car. I was like, yeah, this nigga crazy.
And it was a crazy fall
It was
day
yeah.
outside.
It was the way we was driving.
Around
We
this
dropped
time.
like an apple orchard or something, and it was just straight leaves and fall shit. I said, yeah, this joint busting.
It was a vibe for sure.
You know, I was like, this. I played that again. I played it like 3-4 times, but then I heard like Zoomies. Zoomies, the name of it is literally like Zoomies, like a dog. This nigga is referring to himself as a dog, talking about like he getting hoes, but also literally saying things all like a Calvin Cambridge, which is Bow Wow, and like Mike, and he was like, tell him, but that's Bow Wow. He's like, so I'm a dog. Like I was like, oh, this nigga.
That's crazy.
Dope.
Double
That's dope.
entendre.
Tandra, he's
Yeah.
throwing though. He's
Entendre.
going crazy with
That's
like
dope.
literary
Yeah,
devices.
he nice. He nice.
And I said, oh, he's cold. And I
Damn.
blew
He
me.
kind of remind me of the anime dude. Amine.
She's a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
He kind of got like the
personality.
same type of vibe.
Yeah, Amine ain't nice too. He
Amine.
underrated.
Yeah. He did a joint with K-Tronada.
Yep, whole project they got,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then he got
whole
his own
project.
little festival out now,
No shit.
and he got a shoe with New Balance coming out.
Damn.
For real?
Oh, you cooking.
Oh, I need to see what that looks like.
You see Tyler just
Release his
the-
October.
Do y'all
20th.
think it's
he
gonna
a
be like a
jerk, yo.
jazz vibe?
He dropped a song. It's called Saint Chroma. It's a video on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a
came out
1 minute
3
video.
I didn't watch it, but
Oh, it's crazy.
is it music behind it?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
rapping, but he whispering.
Nice.
So
So
is
you got to turn the shit on 100
What?
to hear. It's worse than the whisper song with the
I'm
Yin
about
Yang
to say,
twins.
you said-
It's worse than that.
He probably
Like,
did it on
he
purpose.
rapping.
It's probably just a
So you can
promo.
bi-
Like, he probably actually got the song.
The album coming out
turned down.
on the 28th. Oh, it's crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Tyler,
Do y'all
yeah.
think it's gonna be like more jazzy?
Nah.
The album,
I think it's gonna be everything.
I think he about to rap. He about to go like bar shit down.
His album art is like referencing Hitler, so he kind of needs to go
And the
off.
video, you got to watch the video.
I already know.
He
He's a
leads
troll.
a bunch of people into a
shelter?
big ass
Concentration
shipping container,
Yeah,
Oh,
and then blows it up.
that's what Hitler. That's a Hitler thing.
Yeah.
They was in a bunk.
I gotta see what he talking
Yeah, it's
about.
like
and
some
he
Hitler
had to
shit.
kill
yeah.
himself, and they
Oh,
blew.
wow.
Yeah.
But in the video, he walked in it, and then you see him blowing it up. So it's
He's-
like
yeah.
he walked in and then faked it.
He probably about to blow some shit up.
Yeah,
like,
he
about to go
put some
crazy.
things
He cold,
out,
though.
Subliminal things.
He about to go
out.
crazy.
And he been real angry about the music scene in general now, cause like if you know, being an artist, you get to see it firsthand. But like people will blow
You
up.
see how
off
they
of-
doing the shit
Yeah.
off of? They getting
Yeah.
popping off of some bullshit.
They get popping off some bullshit, but what's even crazy is the people who, let's say like what's that dude? Richmond,
Tommy Rich?
Tommy Rich.
I'm
He's
not-
cold though.
So he dropped the whole project. You know, he had the song. He had a song that went crazy, right? That song that went crazy on TikTok.
They go that face.
I ain't listening to the whole album because I honestly didn't like the song like that. That was just me though.
Listen to that
But Million
album.
hate
Dollar
it.
Baby blew up, right?
I don't like that album.
You know, he
I
only
hate the
sold
song.
20,000.
You just don't like him because of that song.
I'm not 20,000. He only sold 2,000 copies. I just read that he only sold 2,000 copies of his album,
And
but he had one of the #1 songs in America, and no,
That's
in
so
the world.
sad.
Yeah.
But there's like basically you get no fans off of that. Like you don't have a fan base for
And
dropping.
he kind of like
just one
trying to
thing.
shit on rap, like hip hop.
You think he is?
He said
Yeah,
it.
he said it.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, he said it.
It's
Like, I'm not a rapper. Or I'm not hip hop.
This ain't a hip hop song.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna hold
Something
you.
like that.
Post Malone.
Maybe I feel like maybe he was trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, so that y'all, so he could get y'all to listen to the project, because that project is not bad. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear it.
He
don't even
didn't
wanna
like
hear it.
how like the media was pushing that to
That's
like R&B,
just crazy.
which I understand. Like if you want this to be this direction, but if naturally the culture
Says
is
this.
leaning
Accepts
towards,
it.
you're kind of like shitting on me for liking
Yeah, music.
something that I'm accepting from our culture.
Basically, you mad
That's
at your
a-
listeners.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
it
don't
just
want y'all to
come
listen to
off.
this. It's not
Yeah.
for y'all.
Tommy
Comes off
Hilfiger
a
saying, I don't want
Yeah,
black
I don't
people to
think-
buy
yeah.
my shit.
Exactly.
It's
So
the
it's
same
just his
thing.
verbiage.
We was the
Lululemon
ones
to the
buying it.
Asians.
So
Yeah.
I did
Same
not know
shit.
that was okay.
It was his
That completely
verbiage. He
went over
didn't.
my head.
He didn't think.
Yeah.
He didn't talk to the team first. You can tell he just.
Hey, when you get your money right, and when you get something blowing up, you better get PR team
Yeah,
immediately.
you have to. 'Cause you
I'm
can
not
blow
talking to
shit
nobody
up.
if I get one song up. No interviews, please. And I meant
It's
that.
up after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give me nothing. I ain't even trying to ruin myself.
So Reese, what song are you gonna perform today? What you gonna do?
Should be something
You
in
get
the top
you get
three.
you get one shot, and it's straight through. No pressure. No pressure.
Like I said.
Just think about it.
Okay. We're gonna think about this.
Can you pass me the wine, please?
For sure.
Oh yeah, this wine. I'm gonna let William explain what this wine is.
Oh, so my man Mike G, where's Mike G on Instagram, created his own wine. He's been doing it for, I think this is like his 4th year.
Mm-hmm.
He done had a few different flavors.
You want me to put it?
And he had a red one last year. I think the year before that was the Cherise, named after his mom. And
Why I
yeah,
think that was
Daniel's
a
Vineyard.
wine.
Huh?
Well, I think that was like a wine type name, like
Cherise?
champagne,
Oh, no,
Chardonnay.
it's
I thought
named after his
Cherise.
mama. Yeah, it's fire.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's fire. But yeah, Mike G, man, that's where the
Mike
wine is from.
G?
Black owned, young man.
What's the IG?
Where's Mike G?
What's the
But
IG?
the IG for the wine is Cherise.
No, it's
Put this under your seat.
We'll just post it.
yeah, it'll be
On the
posted.
screen.
It'll be posted.
There go
Put it back in
support.
the
Yeah, support black
That's
owned
on the
businesses.
table. I didn't even know that. Please and thank
Support
you.
black owned businesses.
For
And,
sure.
Black owned and manual. Yeah.
Anything you want to let the people know? Your upcoming events.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a brand new song. It's called Nobody Else. It is a song that I've been working on for the last 2 months. It's going to be out sometime next month. So be on the lookout for that. And then I'll have one more song coming out. Again, it's a collab with my homeboy. He goes by the name of Young Fresco. I call him Sco. That one is kind of like an R&B jazzy. It's so Chicago. It's,
Juke Jam vibe.
yeah, like y'all know The Shy? The show The Shy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it should be on some like background music on The Shy or something like that.
gotcha.
It's so
Love
Chicago.
that.
Has
Manifest
like
that.
all of that
I'm not happy for you.
jazz,
You should.
jazzy
You should
type
listen
of
to it.
flavor. It's like, but yeah, I'm excited about that one. That one is fire. So
Can't wait to hear
I got
that.
2 more songs coming out before the end of the year, before Mariah Carey and all of them come in.
Fourth quarter go crazy.
You better hurry up because it's gonna.
Yeah,
me, it's gonna
it's about
start in
to it's
November.
about to heat up.
It's about
Yeah,
to
it's
go
about to heat
crazy.
up.
Yeah, they about to start going crazy.
They said,
I'm like,
you hear?
dang, Jennifer Hudson got a holiday album coming out, man. Goodness, let me
Wow,
hurry up
yeah.
and drop this.
Yeah.
She got her
Get out the
show,
way.
so she
Yeah,
really
they about to start
popping.
dropping. They waiting for us to stop going crazy over the candy. 'Cause-
Yeah.
but I got that coming out, and the top of the year, spring, my first EP should be ready. Yeah, my
You got
first
a date
EP.
set? Or just a
Just a time period,
frame.
like April, May,
got you.
around that time.
That's a hope.
Yeah, April, May. That is a hope.
That's a hope.
How
I'm
many
working,
songs on the project?
Right now, I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5. One of those songs is going to be with Trail. I reached out to him about the idea.
Okay.
Y'all know Beastboy from Teen Titans?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted the song to be based off him. I had an idea.
Okay.
And I was watching Teen Titans, just the random episodes on YouTube one day. Because that was my show.
It was a good show.
And I was like, dang. Like, I'm like, I feel Beast Boy. Like, why do Raven be doing him like that?
Oh shit.
I love your thought process.
That is funny
of
as
creating
hell.
a song. That's about to be
Right. And
I
then,
can't
like,
wait to hear that.
Yeah.
A
And
song
then-
about Beastboy.
Bro,
I can't
and
wait
then
to hear that.
he was remember he was hung up on what's her name? Tara?
Tara.
Because Slade was controlling her. Imagine really wanting to be with someone, but they in a very toxic relationship.
That's a lot of these stories.
He had to be. That's almost like you proud.
Yeah, you was high as a hell coming up with this concept, yo.
She getting played.
You were fried.
It's like
He don't want
I really
you.
like you, but you really like these bad boys. And Slade and her wasn't in a relationship, but that's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tara is really going through it with these men, but also Beast Boy really fuck with Tara. Really fuck with Tara.
I can't
And
wait
she
to
will
hear
not
this.
really give him the time of day. She keep going back to that other nigga.
You got a name for this song? Is it called
It's
Beast Boy?
called Beast
It's called
Boy.
Beast Boy. All right, bet. That's the
That's
one. That's the
exciting.
one to look out for.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the standout song of the album. I guarantee it.
I'm feeling that one.
I guarantee
I'm
it.
watching.
What's your socials? Let everybody know
The
your
socials is gonna be everything is at Reesie Woods, REESIE Woods. So, what is that? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Snapchat, Twitter,
Snapchat,
Facebook.
Twitter, Facebook,
IG.
all of that. It's pretty
Keep it
consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent.
I need to get on that.
For sure.
Yep.
We appreciate you coming through, brother.
We do.
Thank y'all
sir.
for having me.
Appreciate you.
Do.
Yes.
Good work.
Well, I'm gonna ask one last thing. As an artist coming, how was your experience being an artist for the kickback? Like everything, like specifically that being your experience, your first time performing in a long time, and I'm trying to like get you to talk about something without actually saying it, so I'm gonna just leave it there and see what you say.
So I think that it's been honestly a great experience. I feel like that with you guys in charge of everything and just the way you guys went about it, I definitely think that it was in a way in such like you're not really taking away from the artist and creative expression. I really think that you allowed us and gave us the room to continue doing that and letting that translate through social media as well. Because anything that I posted about the event, you reposted it on your own page. So it's like you definitely are open to the artist's perspective and their creative expression as well. I think that overall it's such a beautiful thing because I think it cultivates so many different vibes and aesthetics. I think that any sort of, I like to think that me and DB have two different aesthetics, but his aesthetic, it fits this aesthetic.
And it didn't clash.
And it didn't clash. So it's almost like you guys are absorbent of different
I like the way you
vibes
said
and
that,
different
yeah.
things like that.
Nigga, we
and,
absorbent.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
that
crazy
was, I
word.
love how you.
I ain't never heard nobody say we was absorbent.
Yeah,
Yes.
like honestly, that's
And that's the
exactly
perfect
how it
perfect
comes
way
off.
to
Yeah,
That's fun.
like you guys are open to creative expression, and I had a great time performing, and with Gary being the first performance because I think that you guys don't necessarily lead on just heavy and traditional expectations when it comes to putting on a show and different things like that. I think that you are very open to an organic process and keeping it truly authentic and just real and relatable. So I definitely appreciate that. And that's what made me comfortable with performing because, again, because you guys lead with authenticity, we was able to have people there that actually love us, but also it's more so just by the word of mouth and just organically evolving, such as like, okay, these loved ones are going to tell their friends. My mom had her friends there, and they're now her friends mess with my music, her sorors, all of them, you know. So even like a friend of a friend or a friend is in town, so we just decided to come, you know, like stuff like that, and having it just organically just push itself out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that I just thought of that now, but it again, just because you guys lead with authenticity, I think that the process is happening and it's translating that way as well. So,
We didn't close, and now I got another question.
yeah.
Okay.
Now I got another question.
Go for it.
Yeah.
From the kickback, can you see yourself working with any other artists as opposed
a
to
great
Trail and
question.
DB?
Yes.
I got something in mind.
Me too.
No, he's not
We on the
here.
same
He's not here
page?
trying to executive produce.
I have something in mind.
about the
I can
DJ
see
Khaled
it. I can see it working.
Can
I just
can
wanna-
we
I
say
just
the
wanna
art-
know-
Can we say the artist if he sings
I'll
it,
tell
if
him if he doesn't give the right.
because I have one too.
You said considering working with
Or yeah.
other than J Tillo, I'm definitely open to working with Nicole.
A bliss.
A Bliss. A Bliss, she has, I think the way that she was creating, it kind of have that aura of her, the artist her. But it was more raw though. You know what I'm saying?
When her
Talking about her
when her
performance?
first
Her
came out.
performance
Yeah, that performance.
and her
was tough.
approach. Like she did ballads, but it was more so, it was like it just had a certain edge or rasp to it.
So let me not to cut you off, because we talked about this in our recap video. It's like, who was our best performance? I said a Bliss too. Why? So who do you think had the best performance that
And the
night?
Gary kickback, or which one we talking about?
The Gary
I
Kickback,
feel
Gary
like
Kickback.
honestly, I liked a Bliss. I liked a Bliss. I liked Michael P's, because Michael P kind of remind me of like Midwest Larry June.
Yeah, and that's a little Big Mike for y'all, Mike P.
Yeah, Mike P.
Now that you say that, I see it.
He kind of remind me of the Midwest Larry June. I would like to work with him as well. And what is her name? With the locks, and she be swaying. Nadia.
Yeah.
She be swaying.
Yeah.
Nadia.
She be swaying.
She be
Hey,
swaying.
Nadia, you
Sashaying. She be sashaying.
When she was performing, I was like,
Make you wanna sway a little bit too,
Like,
then.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Were you familiar with her
She
music
was-
beforehand?
I know I was not.
Okay.
But what is that? I listened to a song when you guys had her at your, was it the first one or the second
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
one. First Kickback.
Yeah.
You came to the first one?
Nah, he just played
No,
that music
I
off
wasn't.
of.
Oh,
I was
gotcha.
like, oh, who is this? Because you guys were playing the music in the promo. And I was like, this is fire. Like, let me listen to this. And I feel like you did. Your performance was great.
Crazy. I said.
Your performance was great. And again, I don't know if y'all probably talked about this in the last one, but it was really cool to see that it was people there supporting you and
We did
but
talk
also
about that.
already knowing the lyrics to your songs.
I said
Yeah,
that.
we definitely
I
did.
think
Literally,
that's
that's why I
my
was like-
favorite artist.
We had that
'cause
exact
That
of
conversation.
the crowd and
Word
just
for word, bar
the
for bar.
energy. Yes,
That was insane.
it was wild.
And
It was
that's-
lit.
It wasn't even out for 48 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they had every word.
You made region history.
Trail.
Yeah.
Like, hey, y'all got, whoever gonna break this record, y'all got, what was this? Less than 48 hours. So
Yeah.
that you, hey,
To
that
learn
was-
these
that
damn
was
words.
A region record.
It was
That's
so
fire.
But yo, they was really out there supporting you, and I thought that was great because it actually shows true, genuine support. Again, what you guys lead with. So it really translates in every way, So, but yeah, that performance was crazy. I really enjoyed it. I was right there up there with them too.
Me too. I'm like, look, I need to go over
That's
there.
funny.
and do this.
I was definitely up there.
That shit funny.
Look,
man.
I had you saying Ken Wave,
Me too.
the pianist.
Me too.
Yes.
Just because y'all have similar styles. Like when I
Yes.
see him, I kind of see you. Like
Yep.
y'all.
That is crazy because
That was
they
my
actually
person I was
they
gonna
like kind of look alike.
Yeah,
too.
I'm like, it's the, they damn near the same person,
yeah,
yo.
they know, for real.
It's crazy.
Just that vibe,
was
the
cool.
art vibe, and
He was
Oh yeah,
cool.
that's he the homie.
He was cool. I was telling him because again, I started piano before I was like
See?
And that's
actually
why I
singing.
Yeah,
I thought
full
that.
circle.
So I appreciated that, seeing that, because I'm nowhere near. No, look, I could play you like an easy, maybe level 2 Beethoven piece.
Got
But
you.
he said that he wasn't like classically trained or anything like that. So I
Play
know
by
that he
ear.
learned by ear.
Mm.
But some of that stuff, it's when the way that he just flowed up and down, and it just with ease, that's hard to do.
Mhm.
Oh, he was smoking
That
that
is
shit.
Dexterity.
It's
Yeah.
easy.
It's more than just playing notes, because you
a
saw how
feel.
collectively beautiful it sounded.
Yeah,
Your fingers have to be going crazy.
he was going crazy. He was
Like-
fucking them up.
Flowing.
Yeah. I wonder if people who play piano, like who are really good, I wonder if they're waterbenders.
Waterbender.
But because it's just the way it's
Too much movement.
flowing
It's just-
energy.
yeah,
and-
yeah.
Is you saying that because his name Ken Wave?
Look at
That's your
that.
look at
rapper brain. Rapper brain. That boy, let's get in the booth.
Hey.
We gotta get in the booth. We gotta lay some
They
shit
hit
down
me real
today.
quick.
We gotta lay something down today. Write that down.
Sorry. Sometimes my mindset it wanders, so I get to thinking of crazy things as if I'm 5 years old. So y'all gonna have to.
No, you gotta. That's how you be creative.
Yeah, don't never leave that child
Yeah,
like
be a
that
child.
childhood. Yeah, don't
Because
never
now
leave
it's
that.
just so fun figuring that stuff out when you older and you go back and watch these things like Beastboy, for example. I'm like, yeah, Beastboy was going through it, but I didn't know it at the time because I was like,
You was 7. You was 7. You
That
thought
nigga
he
said, "Oh,
was
this is a
just
toxic
wild.
relationship." I never knew y'all was talking about toxic relationships. I
Yeah.
thought this was just a master slave situation or something.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. Reese, we appreciate you coming, brother.
Yes.
This is the second goodbye.
yeah,
The second
for
one.
sure.
Yes, sir.
But plenty more hellos.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that
Alright, y'all.
has been the kickback. This is the
Yes.
kickback show.
All right,
We out.
peace. All right, cool. Clap it up. Oh, no, it's fine.
Great job.
That was fun.
You did that.
That was fun.
I spend most of my time daydreaming of you, thinking about my lines when I walk up to you. I know that what I feel is true. Just wait until you're in the mood. Girl, I don't wanna lie, I'm telling you the truth. Feel like God is on my side, so I'm making the move. Your eyes shine bright like the moon, yeah. Like you're the only one in the room. But chocolate lady, I'm addicted to you. They say the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You got a natural beauty, it's timeless too. And when you blush, I go crazy. Just looking, I don't want nothing else. Yeah, no, 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 no. Don't need nobody else. Yeah, no, 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 no. I think you're heaven sent. No, I gotta know what I gotta do to get you, yeah. My mind has been excited, laying the ways to let you know that I've been feeling this way. I'm in it for the deep conversations. It feels like going on a vacation. I hear your voice in my head, sweet as a cake. But Scott, you know I like it, make no mistakes. I'm in it for the deep conversations. It feels like going on a vacation. My chocolate lady, I'm addicted to you. this.